Welcome to the Game Changer Podcast. Your boy Setema Gali here, and today's topic, the biggest obstacle in becoming a successful coach. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Top of the morning, welcome back. This is the Game Changer Podcast with Setema Gali. You guys better get your minds right and get up and let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing.
What's up, my friends? Welcome to the podcast. So happy that you are here. You know how the deal. If this makes a difference for you, share it. That's all I ask for you to do. If the message helps you, share the podcast with somebody. And if you're watching this on YouTube, give me that subscribe. If you like this, mash that like button and take a screenshot, tag me, let me know you're listening. All right, man, this is going out to all the coaches out there. You know, if you're a life coach, a business coach, an influencer coach, a fitness coach, any kind of coach, fill in the blank coach, okay? Which means people pay you money and you coach them in their life, or their marketing, or their sales, their business, their relationship, their spirituality, their sex, whatever. I'm talking to all the coaches out there. I'm a coach, by the way. One of the cool things about being a coach, I call myself a results coach. Last night, I'm eating chicken and rice, like midnight. I get a text message from one of our clients, who also happens to be one of our coaches, right? She coaches in my organization. She's amazing. One of the best there is. She says, you know, Coach, I was adding up all the money that I have paid you, over $100,000. And of the $100,000 that I've invested in you and in me, I have increased over made over $3 million, and increased our net worth by $2.5 million. And that's just in one quadrant. The other ones aren't as tangible, but you know, she's happier, she's healthier, she's more spiritual. Like, that's the life of a coach. I know some of you, like me, feel called to coach. You feel called to impact people. You feel called to put your hands on people, maybe figuratively, and to change and transform their heart and to get them to see something they can't see. Well, got news for you. Teach you how to market, teach you how to close. We can teach you all these things, you can teach you how to ask questions and to listen and go get a certification. We run a certification program as well. But today I'm talking about the biggest obstacle. The biggest obstacle that I see in people who want to be a high-paid certified master coach, right? A coach who gets real results, is simply this. You don't know how to powerfully ask for money. You don't. Like, you can make a difference for people. You can help people. You know you can help people. But when it comes time for you to ask for the money, like, you become a chicken. You pucker up. Oh, and then you beat around the bush, and then you don't ask, and then you walk on eggshells, and you kind of like dance around it. And you never, ever ask for the money if you don't learn how to powerfully ask for the money. I'm not talking about being like a pushy commission salesperson. No, I'm talking about just what a professional would do. What a professional would do is they would simply say something like this. Great, the fee to work with me is a $250,000 wire or a check. It's paid in full up front. Here's my wiring instructions. When will you have the wire sent? Like, that's it. And if it's not that much, maybe you say, you know, the fee to work with me is $15,000, and we can do that in a credit card or a check. Hey, the fee to work with me for the next 6 months is $50,000. Hey, the fee to come to our event is $5,000. Like, you need to actually practice saying the words. You need to actually practice speaking powerfully about the fee that you charge. And some of you right now, you're like, what? I just want to make a couple hundred. Like I was talking to someone in the DMs again. I'm back in the DMs, right? I'm back in the DMs, and I got a gal who's like, I really want to be a keynote speaker, and I would love to be able to charge. I hear people make like $150,000. I'm like, yeah, people make that and more. I just can't even fathom it, okay? So what are you doing about it? Like, people want to make this money, but they don't want to go pay the money to learn how to make the money. It's absurd. Think about this. You go to college, you pay all this money to get some type of education and training, and then you leave college and then you go apply the training. Well, it's the same thing with being a coach. You go pay a coach to teach you how to be a great coach. That's what I did, and it's still what I do. In fact, in the last 60 days, I'm like $50,000 out in coaching. In the last 12 months, I'm like $100,000 out in coaching. That's what I paid to my coaches. Like, you don't get here on accident. You don't just watch a YouTube video. I'm going to watch this YouTube video and I'm going to learn how to be a high-paid coach. No, it don't work that way, because you violate the very principle that you're trying to live. You want others to pay you, but you don't want to go pay someone else. I violated this principle early. That's why I failed early. When it comes to asking for the money, you have to know how to be powerful and certain. You got to know how to have a way of being. That's just like not a big deal, you know? And again, if someone asks me, hey, what's the fee to work with you? I'm like, it's $250,000. You ought to go sell your, empty your 401k, and you ought to pay me your money, and let's get to work. I've had people not pay their mortgage to pay me. I tell people, like, your best way to spend your money is to pay me, not your mortgage. See, I have no problem telling people that because I know if someone makes an investment with me, I already know what's going to happen. Now, they got to be the right person. I'm not going to take a 17-year-old kid who does not have the competency and or the skill sets. Like, that's a different type of coaching. I'll coach him in football or mindset, but I'm not going to take that kind of money from like a 17-year-old. So, what about you? What's holding you back from being a coach? Do you have a coach? Do you invest in coaches? And, I know some people, I'm just reading these books. Books are amazing. I love reading books. At the end of the day, the way to get to the next level, you actually have to have a mentor and or a coach. Someone who helps you, someone who can talk with you, guide you, mentor you. And one of the things that they're going to help you with is to learn how to ask for the money. Now, again, it's a skill set. I didn't start out charging what I charge, but today I know what I'm worth. And I know what I'm worth based upon the results I can get for someone, not just over the next 6 to 12 months, but over their lifetime. Again, I think about this gal who messaged us and said, I'm $100,000 in with you, coach, and I've made over $3 million. Net worth has increased by $2.5 million. I've had people make their money back within the first 2 months of coaching with me. I've had people lose 75 pounds. Marriage gets way better. I mean, what's that worth to people? So, the real question you got to ask yourself, how committed are you to being a coach? And if it's not a coach, maybe it's an athlete. Again, instead of coach, put athlete. I know golfers today who the thought of being a great golfer is amazing. They really don't want to be a great golfer because they don't want to pay the price. Right? They don't want to do the work. They really don't want to go grind. They don't want to get after it. And one of my coaches and mentors told me this, Setema, the piper will be had. Piper's going to get paid. The piper will be paid. Like, there is no shortcut to the top. Regardless of what all the gurus out there say, what all the marketing liars, they're liars. Most marketers are liars. So easy, it's so easy. Just buy my course, it's so easy. They're lying to you. Want to make a lot of money? Just make a lot of big promises and lie to people. I won't lie to you. It's tough. It's challenging. It requires work. It requires courage. It requires faith and fortitude. It requires some real diligence and stamina. But if you go pay the price, you pay the piper, you will actually become the type of coach and or the type of father and or the type of mother and professional, whatever you're doing. So here's my invitation to you. Take a good look at your life right now. Again, I'm talking to coaches, but it could be any position. And just ask yourself, have I made the right investments into my coaches to help me learn how to ask for money and to learn how to be powerful? If you're not willing to learn how to ask for the money, you ain't never going to get paid. You got to learn how to ask. You got to learn how to be powerful. You got to learn how to set agreements, Great. And this, for me, this is what it would sound like. To work with me requires a real commitment and a significant investment. That investment's $250,000. It's paid up front in full, check or wire. How would you like to handle that? And if they were like, I'll do a wire, I'd say, great. Well, today is Wednesday. But the day I'm shooting this podcast is Wednesday. When will you have the wire sent? Like, I'm just direct. It's just a matter of fact. If they say I'll have it sent by next Wednesday, great. So next Wednesday, August, blank, great. Just so I'm clear, I live in agreement. So you're going to have a wire sent to me by next Wednesday. That wire's going to hit my account. Is that what you agree to? Fantastic. I live in the big boy, big girl world. You say yes, it's like an agreement for me. And then we'll get started with our first call next week. Does that work for you? Fantastic. And we cover some other logistics, and then we're on our way. Like, that's the game. Like, that's simple. The final thing on this is, it's crazy. Like, the more money you pay in coaching, the more you realize it's true. People who pay like $500, oh my gosh, I'm about to give you $500. Like, this is everything we got. Like, it's got to work. Like this has to work. And then someone sends $5,000 or $50,000. Hey, wire sent. When do we get started? What I've learned is the more money that people pay, the easier they are as a client because they're just a different level of professionalism. Right? They're a professional, not an amateur. So for all those of you who are beginning and getting your first course for $297, I've been there and I love it. You start where you are. But I'm really talking to people who are like, I'm actually committed to being a high-paid coach. Make multiple 6 figures and or into the 7, 8 figures. No need for me to hide about it. This is what I do as a professional. I speak, I coach, I teach, I change lives. I transform minds into hearts and souls. I shift the trajectory for men and women and their families. Why do I share this on here? Got to go get skilled up, my friends. Got to go get skilled up. Got to get coached up. Got to get skilled up. All right, look, that's the end of this podcast. I appreciate y'all listening because why do I do this podcast? It gives me an opportunity to share real and raw with you guys. Not just this, 3 steps and 3 tips. I'm talking like this is the real truth of what it means to truly change the game. Change your life, change your marriage, change your family, change your health, and make a difference in the world. Hey guys, if the podcast resonates, if it touches your heart and soul and it gives you greater vision and clarity to go build the life you want so you can make a difference inside of your world, your family's world, and the community itself, all I ask that you do is share the podcast forward. We don't run ads, we don't have sponsors, but we can make a difference and help people become game changers for their lives, for their families, if we share the message. So share this with somebody who needs to hear it and have an amazing day. All right, this has been helpful. Please tag me, share this with someone who needs to hear it. And if we can help you, why don't you just reach out to me? Reach out in a DM. Send me an email, info@setemagali.com. If we can help you, we got a number of programs coming up. I'd love to help you. Have a great day, my friends. Until next time, let's go, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing. We don't do it for the block, do it for the name. Yeah. No, there ain't no stopping it. If you really want it, better rock with it. This is how to be a game changer. Better put your pride down, heavy, get your pen up. Wanna be the greatest, we ain't stopping till we win.